Okay, so we want to do 8.3 number 21, which is really intimidating because it's super duper long, right? There's like G parts. Can't even count that high. And they did tell me what the function was. It was f of x is minus the absolute value of x minus 1 plus 3. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And they want me to do all this stuff. So first things first, they want me to fill in the table for my 7 favorite points, I guess. So how do you do that?
You plug in x inside of the function and you get strings.
Okay, so they gave us a list of inputs and a rule. We're just going to find the outputs by putting the inputs into it. So when I put negative 3 into here, what do I get inside the absolute value bars? Negative 4. Then I do the absolute values, right?
Positive.
I get a positive 4. Then I apply a negative sign. So now I'm at negative 4. Plus 3 is negative 1. Okay, so for those of you who weren't following that whole business, that was negative absolute value of negative 3 minus 1 plus 3. And then we did inside, so we got negative absolute value of negative 4 plus 3. Then we did the absolute value, so we got negative 4 plus 3, and then we got to our answer. Cool? All right. Let's run that again with negative 2. Okay, so good call. What do I get in here?
Negative 2 minus 1.
Negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. The absolute value bars make it positive 3. Negative makes it negative again. Plus 3 gives me 0. Okay, how about negative 1? Negative 2, positive 2, negative 2 plus 3 is plus 1. Oh, good. These are going up by 1 as I move by 1, right? That's because that's an unstretched absolute value function. Right? It's moved around and it's flipped over, but it's unstretched. So it should still have that slope of 1 or minus 1. How about when I plug 0 in? What do I get? 2. Okay, how about when I plug 1 in? What do I get?
1.
1 minus 1 is 0. Absolute value of 0 is 0, right? 0 is 0 from 0. Minus doesn't make a difference. Plus 3 is 3. Okay. How about when I plug 2 in? So I get positive 1 minus, I get 2. Oh yeah, so now I'm going back down. I can bet this one is going to be 1. Perfect. And it is. You guys cool with this?
Cool.
We could have done this in a different order that would have made more sense maybe. We could have figured out what the vertex was first. And then we could have just counted off to the sides. That would have maybe been easier. To do that, we need a little bit of 12.3 and 4 stuff. So let's figure out the sketch. We'll get the vertex out of it anyway. So how do I sketch this thing?
Plot your points.
Yeah, they want us to plot points. How else could I sketch this?
By just looking at that function.
Yeah, I could look at this. I could say this is flipped over absolute value, right? So it's an upside down V. It shifted up 3 units. And what's this guy do?
Shifts it right.
That's a right shift by 1.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys see that? That's why we wanted to do 12 first, so that we could get that. Oh, look! Instead of graphing all these points, I can just say, okay, it's upside down V, right 1, up 3, right 1, up 3, bam, upside down V. Cool?
Yep.
All right, so where's the vertex?
1, 3.
Oh, yeah. You guys all see that? I could really read that off this table, too. Okay, see that? That's where it changed from going
Oh,
up to
no.
going down. Yeah, that's the top. Cool. Okay, how about, was it pointed up or down? Down. Okay, so I got table, sketch, it's down, it's got a vertex. What's the max or minimum y value?
Maximum value is 3.
Okay, the maximum y value is 3. How about the minimum y?
Negative infinity.
Infinite.
Yeah, how do I write that? That's kind of awkward. Do I really write the minimum y value is negative infinity?
Negative infinity.
I'm okay with that. Another way that might be a little bit preferable here is to write what we really mean by this. There isn't a smallest y value. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's really kind of what I mean by writing negative infinity in there. I'm not so concerned about this here. How about domain and range? How do I get those?
And then there's all the numbers.
Squish it
Okay,
onto
see
the
that?
X.
Yeah, so the domain I want to squish onto the, which one is it? Input or? Yeah, it's onto the X, the input axis, right? So I want to smush this way. So I get all real numbers. I could have seen that by looking at the function formula, right? This function formula doesn't have the only 2 prohibited things that we know about so far. What are the 2 prohibited things we know about so far? Square root of, what can't you do? What does your math not allow at the moment?
Complex numbers.
Yeah, you're not allowed to play in complex number land, so you can't square root negative numbers. What else can't you do? Divide by 0, right? This has neither division nor square roots. Sweet. How about the range?
Negative infinity 3.
Yeah, I should smush the other way. Oh, and actually it should be between those 2 things, right?
Yeah.
You guys see that? It doesn't have to be between those 2 things, but in this case it happens to be because the function's kind of nice. So minus infinity to 3. Is 3 included or not?
Yes.
Why?
Because that's your maximum value.
Yeah, because there's an input, right?
Yeah.
The input of what goes to 3? 1. You guys remember that? This is on the graph, so it's a x, f of x, or an input-output pair, right? Cool? Good with this?